Can't get rid of us, man.
You can't get rid of
Just the way it
ESR. We are back here with the German Grand Prix here, guys. It is once again Positively Glad and Senna back in the saddle again. Round 11, we are at the Hockenheim ring. As we promised you, we'd be back in a couple of minutes. I love how the ironic thing is I still actually haven't been for a cigarette yet, which is rather annoying. Just
one
straight
minute.
to the fucking stream. Nah, I'll get the lobby sorted, get the announcements done, and I'll get straight onto it in a sec. Yeah, we currently, of course, gear guys, have we have an 8-car field here. Tally, of course, does have work tomorrow, of course, so he said he has given this one a miss, of course, and Swizz pretty much was dying on track, so we're going to obviously excuse Swizzle for this one. So we do have 8 cars here, Senna. Like I said, though, 8 out of the 13 isn't that bad. We are, of course, missing Granville, who hasn't actually reported in why he's not racing today. Obviously, that'll count as a little bit of a kind of like a mark on his card. We have, of course, got
people have lives.
They do, mate, don't they? Obviously, it's not a problem, like, you know what I mean? Just wish he was bloody racing. Right, we have here then
Hockenheim. Shame he's been good lately.
Mate, Britain, fantastic performance, must be said. So we've got both the McLarens, both Red Bulls, 1 Mercedes, of course. Ben and the Williams hopefully will be able to last more than 2 corners this race, or 3, sorry. And Hightower, who finally has decided to select his car, and Hemp in the Ferrari then. So let's have a little look here for him. Nah, not a problem. If I did have a conversation with Tower, forgive me, I've totally forgotten, but I don't believe we will put Tower in the manner. But either way, we are here. We are going live in Hockenheim. We've got no Crofty to hand it over to today because we're not doing fucking career mode, thank fuck. But I will be back doing that with Monaco coming up, so that's going to be a nice short 15-minute stream. As I blow up all the simulation damage in a manner. So, right you are then. We are going now live over towards the German Grand Prix, over towards Hockenheim. Let's see what the weather foretells. We've got Hemp just waiting to load in. We have a very, very nice qualifying and a bit of rain mid-race center. Rain mid-race. Right, what I will do, I'll wait for the first car to go out, and then I'm going to go for a quick cigarette, and I'll leave you on the car that goes out first. So, let's have a look here. My baby is crying like an absolute... Oh. Right, let's have a look then.
You can go and see to your child if you wish.
Oh, I'll be doing it. I'll go up and I need to go and drop Mrs. and Papa upstairs, so I'll give her a little cuddle and a kiss. We're just waiting for everyone to get out on track here. Interesting. Usually we have about 4 cars out on track by now.
Yeah, somebody will be coming out. Somebody will be coming.
Come on, who's it going to be?
No time at all. Getting setups on. Things sorted. What tyre do I want to go on? How much fuel do I want to put in?
Yeah, man, all these kind of usual debates. Me personally today,
I'm quite
guys,
lucky myself for having been up quite high in the leaderboard for this globally on time trial.
Mate,
Mercedes
I
coming
last
out,
time I was good in
tyres
time
ready.
trial. Oh, let's have a look then.
And also, is that Force India? That's Toro Rosso.
Red Bull first out.
Yeah, snapping.
I will go and get myself a smoke and give them this a drink. Back in 2 minutes, guys. I'll leave you in the trusty hands of Senna. Back in a moment.
You know I can do whatever I want. See. It's a bugger of a first turn. And you either cut it or run stupidly wide upon the exit, which also means you can't cut it. So, obviously that kind of weird turn too, but as we come down now and the absolutely tiny wee hairpin there, there's not much room for error. Even on the outside, or the inside is obviously extremely risky. Everyone's trying to make the apex, but as we come down now, just exiting the second sector. So important to get a good drive onto this bit here. It is the lap, so getting all those things out the way for the nerves. Jag, Hightower, that's your mum, Soldier Jan, Tail Evans, plenty of people out on track at the moment. Coming out last with the first man to cross the line. Verstappen to see, gets himself ready to do the lap. See how he fares in turn 1. Lovely turn 1 there, no corner cutting. Probably just very, very fine line between it. A little deep in turn 2, but take it. Nice drive onto the Long back straight here at Hockenheim. Lovely grandstand there to the right. Heavy braking zone here, but plenty of overtaking opportunities. There he takes the apex. Nice line. Bit on the power. Kind of a deceiving apex, that corner. Important to get this right. We're now flat out onto this right-hander. Slight hesitation. Chuck the car in for this busy third sector, especially when there's people around you and everyone's jostling for position on lap 1, 2. Makes it rather clean, touches the curb there. Important to get a good drive out of these last 2 corners here, all about where you put the car. Go, see what time he's won. There's 15.9. Good start. Shag already pushing the limits there as he finds out exactly what his Mercedes can do here. I'm expecting a decent time. He's goes second with the 16.9. Might not have went to plan first time around, but that Mercedes power will be advantageous here. It'll work. Hightower takes out the DRS sign. Beautiful. Verstappen, everyone having trouble here. Shag, let's buy the Toro Rosso. Verstappen, hopefully they're not going to clog up this sector here, as there is another car, I think, coming around the same sector, is it? Yellow flag, we have yellows. Oh no, he's going that low. My bad. So, Lemons coming around again. Yeah, so, at the moment, only 5 drivers haven't completed a lap. The rest of the drivers, Kemp, Forrester, Hightower haven't had an invalidated lap. 3 cars yet to set a lap. Moment Verstappen first, Shag second, Pure Venom's third, It's Your Mum in fourth, Soldier Jam Death, that's what we have at the moment. Hightower puts himself third, the 117 dead. He's yet to improve. The sectors are pretty scattered. Staffing with the fastest fuck sector, Staff Shag with the fastest third, and Ben with the fastest middle. So it's spread out, people doing well in certain areas of the track. This cloud's starting to look a little bit like something may be coming in the future. It comes in. Jan puts himself in 6th with 123. He's not a very representative time, but might have had some trouble along the way. It's Hightower being 5th place, looking to improve in that Toro Rosso. Good handling car, not the best. I will do. Verstappen going faster now, the first sector. No improvement this lap. Goes round again. Yep. Makes it happen. Going round again. Soldier Jan is in second with 116.5, still a good 6 tenths away from his teammate on the softer tyre. Verstappen's done that time on, so looking to go a bit deeper into this race along with It's Your Mum and Vemans. Shag just coming out the pits for another run, for a run on the soft tyre. Shag has done a run on the super soft, so unless he gets faster with the soft tyre, he won't be starting on that one. It's Your Mum comes into the pits. Forrester and 10th yet to set a representative time. Verstappen 4 tenths down already as he comes round this corner here to the stadium section. he may well go into the pits. Yeah, well, and he goes. Said that he's had enough. They're completely 3 laps on that soft tyre. It's really not ideal. You really want to set 1 lap time. It's as good as possible, and then you stick with that.
And I'm back.
So later on in the session, they'll come out with
what have I missed?
off the compound. But 3 laps on the soft tyre for Verstappen at the front is going to cost him. Come the race.
Good point.
But holds the fastest time at the moment. Scatters are pretty shifted around everywhere. So the sectors are pretty scattered everywhere. But nobody really dominating the entire track just yet.
Finally back.
Hey.
Lovely little cuddle. But here we go, we are back rolling, guys. We are back here with the German Grand Prix. Verstappen, Jan, Shag, Ben, Tower and Venoms so far.
Yep.
Oh. Round back. God alive. 3 views, guys, thank you very much. Once again, as we always say.
Couple of varying strategies too, you know. Snapping on the soft tyre. Shag's going to, interestingly, on the soft tyre. Yeah, he's set his fastest time so far on the super soft, so he needs to beat that and get onto his
Senna, he
tyre
is.
choice.
He's half a second up in the first sector on his own time here.
There we go then. That's
Can I
good.
just say though, Verstappen's first sector is godlike. Half a second clear
It's not
of
bad.
anybody. Goodness me, on the harder tyre.
A 114 is doable here, and he can do that. Yeah.
I think we've all hit 14s, haven't we? I mean, we had a huge qualifying in ESR in both sections, 35.9. Shaggy is on for a big improvement here on the soft tyre. This is going to work out an absolute treat for him.
Is he backed off?
No, he's invalidated.
Yep.
Oh, he was 6/10 up, Senna. Let's Tower
But
go
he needs
through.
to do it again then. It's not great, but he needs to go again. He's trying to get a gap to the car in front. He's gone back in, decided against it.
Shaggy, great.
Has
Opening
not
lap.
beaten that time.
That would have
on
put him
the
into
super
second
soft.
place.
That super soft will only have 1 lap worth on it. He will want to improve. He's going to have to come back out again on another set of super softs. Get that time and try and
Forrester and Hemp.
take it off. So
Towers backed off as well.
The main man he's looking at.
Seems.
Hemp coming out on a set of soft tyres. Will this be his first year? It's the first time coming out, so he's looking to get onto the soft tyre to start the race, which is probably the more desired way to do it, to come out on softs first, and then if you feel you need to go faster, put on the softer compound at the end.
Yes, sir. Best way. Get yourself a nice little banker lap on the softs. If, of course, you're not
get one in.
satisfied, then do it with the supers. Verstappen, however, is going out on super soft tyres, so feeling that
Okay, set it
1:15.9 isn't going to be good enough here, which, as you pointed out, with 14 is doable with the calibre of the field that we have here today. I believe that, you know, he may be making almost the right choice if he wants to almost secure pole position. But based on the
Forrester
stuff
hasn't
for
done
Shag,
anything just yet either.
no, Forrester's waiting
There's
till the end, isn't
a
he?
couple of drivers just to do, yeah.
Are they mindful
I
of
think,
that rain?
you know, I think the majority of this, you know, this not being funny, will probably get a low 116, or a high 15.
More than capable, aren't they? And Shag has come out once again on the super soft tyres.
At least that Verstappen goes very wide on that lap. Possibly invalidated the lap from a track extended.
Ah, we can't see, unfortunately, it doesn't show in that particular case. We'll just double check on the old race director really quickly, just to put a break on the action. Let's have a look. No, he hasn't. Only Hightower has so far, so not an invalidation, so he has kept it going here.
Yeah, it was very questionable. Very close.
Yeah, I was about to say very aggressive.
Blew off the
He
track.
is 1 second Senna down on his first sector based on that mistake.
Yeah. It takes, you know, anything but a perfect turn 1. We'll see the rest of your lap absolutely crumble if you don't get it right.
It's as brutal, if not more brutal,
it's
than
the fastest
Hungary,
part.
isn't it? We were
It's the
saying.
fastest corner. Yeah, I would say. You just 6th gear, or 7th if you prefer, flat out, after a short left before the corner. I think, yeah, no problem.
As all eyes now will
Some
turn.
people would decide to go flat out and it doesn't go quite as well as you saw there with the stop and
Right. We had a real big problem here. We haven't actually, amazingly, Senna, we may have got through the whole
comes back
first
in.
race with no incidents. Amazing.
Yeah, good.
Unless someone approached us with something, we actually, I mean, there was a few collisions, of course. Obviously, you know, Ben crash, Shag had a couple of ding dongs with Jan, as did Swizz, but not to the point of obviously.
Yeah, not doing much of an improvement.
No, it's going to be good enough for second. This will be good enough for second here for Jan. This will consolidate second. But the big mover here, shaking, will be Mustafa Shag.
I don't think
That's
it's
what
faster.
I mean. No, it's not going to be quicker than Verstappen, surely, unless this last sector is godlike, which it is. His pole.
Oh my goodness, I didn't see that
What
coming.
a last sector!
It showed that he was down in the first and second.
He was well down. What?
Yeah.
Oh, he got purple second. Look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
now it says to show us.
Yeah.
Jesus, right.
May I point out, Mustafa Shag is 3
Great stuff.
tenths up on Soldier Jan in the first sector then.
Good.
What
Let's see
will
some
Shaggy do?
Mercedes power.
Let's see if
Bring
Red
it
Bull
on.
can. I mean, Red Bull have got pole position almost every race other than Britain. If you remember Britain with the McLaren lockout.
You know, just to point out on a separate note, I think it probably would have been best to have put Hightower in the Mercedes. Simply for the fact Mercedes are now down on points, obviously having one driver down.
Ah, that's not constructors.
It is not constructors.
No,
So
the
you
next
are
game we will
absolute bastard. Why didn't you tell me that?
be. I did last week.
You know, see you. Oh, you did last week. Fuck's sake. I'll just take
was in the
myself back to
party.
bed now.
If I didn't, guys, then
Fuck's sake.
I will hold myself in. Hemp's gone third. Hemp finally with some luck.
Ooh. Stuff.
Third
That's what
position.
on a soft tire too.
But now our
do
final
for
guy to set a lap time, Forrester, whose avatar looks like he just got straight out of Crime Watch. If you have a look at his avatar there for his driver.
Shaggy. Shag.
Yep, Shag.
Just done.
16.6, look at
Slightly
that.
quicker. Yes, he's a 10th up on his original lap already.
Back over to Forrester. Was done a.
Yeah, this needs to be faster. I think it will be a
36.0.
tremendous amount faster.
Let's have a look. It's all about the second
He's
sector for
clean as
Shag.
long as Shag goes flat out through this right hander.
He has to nail this. He has.
Yes,
Look at that.
very good corner. He's in
Ooh,
all
off
that
the curb,
speed.
off the curb. Oh, he's down in the middle. Down in the middle, but still just about up on his
Foot
time.
down.
Oh, runs a bit wide there. Love to see the aggressive driving by the Mercs. Just been displaced
pushing
for
it to
third
the limits.
position. Forrester fifth. 16.7 just behind Shag. On the softer tyre. Not giving this
Must be a
lap
good
up though,
exit.
Shaggy. This is a hell of a lap.
Oh,
Third,
it just misses
16.1,
out.
just behind Verstappen. Oh, Verstappen runs
Any improvements
dangerously
up the
wide
front?
there. I don't think Verstappen. No, I don't think so.
Jan is down on his foot. Yeah, he's considerably down on his first sector. But interestingly, Soldier Jan, right? Look at the difference between Verstappen and Soldier Jan's laps there. It's huge. He made it all up in that last 2 sectors. He took a 10th out of Verstappen's
We've
time
got a lap here.
in the second sector.
Ben,
And 4
Ben,
tenths in the
Ben
last.
with a hell of a lap centre. Fastest middle sector of the whole weekend. 7th position, Ben. This will be a hell of an improvement if he keeps it legit. Bless you for that as well, man. Moving on, gotta get that
Redeem
lessons.
yourself, son. Come on.
Ben 5th.
5th place. Yeah.
What a middle sector by Ben though.
Look at
Wait,
that, right? Look at
1.2
Soldier Jan's
seconds.
first sector. Then look at Verstappen's first sector. That
Look at the
is
time that
huge.
Jan can
6
make up.
tenths.
Jesus.
6 tenths in sector 1. Jan was down. That must have felt absolutely impossible. I would have aborted the lap.
Just shows that obviously he has real confidence in his own ability, doesn't he, around there. Jan's given up on this session for the moment then. And we have got an unbelievably quick lap here from Verstappen. I think Scott's going to take pole position here comfortably. Comfortably,
Yep.
15.6. Provisional, of course. Let's see what Shag can do. He's backed out.
Yeah, like I said, you know, sort of mid to high 115s.
I think they're all... This is in the quali, I think, at the moment, mate. Yep, it looks like it. Looks that way. 1.4 seconds separating the field. It's a lot closer than in Hungary. Verstappen a mighty lap.
I think
lap,
I'll
by the
join
way.
the Performance League next season. I think
You're
I
gonna go
will
for it?
be joining it. Yeah, I think I will.
Yes, mate.
Like, hopefully, guys, you'll see me on there next time, giving it absolute odds.
You're in the commentary box, mate, aren't you? Joe, for the first ever commentary I did in Spain last season when you won. I went like, oh no, you didn't. You come third when you had that mysterious. Oh no, you blew up, didn't you?
Yeah.
You had that mysterious Forrester blow up, which was
Came back to
amazing
third, by the way, I might add. So,
Oh, did you actually
yeah.
finish? Forgive me. I remember you were
Yeah,
flying off into the
I
gravel. I
did.
couldn't remember if you lost your wheel or not. Forgive me there, bro. No, I couldn't remember if you actually blew up completely.
How could I forget?
Possibly.
Remember it
on
like
the-
it was yesterday.
It was the first controversial moment, wasn't it? Really, of ESR in the history.
Well, a pit stop ahead, you know.
You were gone.
After the first stint. Incredible, but I will be back. I will be back for the Performance League. I will be back.
What I was going to say, Joe, with the commentary, you just have that itch. For the first 1 or 2, you have that itch to get on the track, don't you? You just want to get on there and
I mean, I don't mind,
grind
but I think, you know, especially in the new game, they do, you know, when it comes to that, I will definitely be up for any and every single league on next game. Well, actually no, I won't be able
to. In theory and in spirit.
No. University, I mean, what can I do?
Oh, fuck yeah, of course, yeah. Congratulations, mate, of course, getting accepted onto that course. We have a top 8 here, guys, of Verstappen, the Red Bulls dominating again, 1-2 for the second race running. This time Verstappen sees out Soldier Jan.
Red Bulls on point.
However, an interesting second row. Finally they're up there. We've got Shag and Hemp on the soft tyres. Imagine.
Position. Yeah.
Could have got pole there if you're looking at the time deg. We also have Ben and Forrester, 5th and 6th, Tower and Venoms. To be honest, I half expected the McLarens to be down there. But they're on the softer tyre.
It's a power socket, this is, you know. It's a power socket.
Only one incident on the race director as well, so very, very good stuff by these guys. And we move on to the German Grand Prix. Round 11. I believe we only have 3 more rounds, Senna, after this, I believe. Or 4 more, I think 4 or 5 more rounds, 3 more weekends. The last weekend we are doing, this is an official announcement now. Tuesday's British Grand Prix is no longer there. It is going to be Abu Dhabi. Then it will be Saturday, Abu Dhabi, on the 26th of August. Of course, it is the crossover point. And the 27th and final race will be Abu Dhabi on the game. That'll be the last time you see ESR driving. Look at that. Ooh. Hot. And do you know what, Senna? I have to concede. I have got alcoholic beverages for this race.
So do I, mate. Fucking cheers to that shit. I've got the Czechoslovakian beer. The Budvar. Aye, can't beat it.
Boom.
Budvar. I've got a big bottle of Stella in the fridge.
Basically drinking porn. Just about
a big fat fucking joint in the ashtray. I'm good.
Let's get this charger put in, as we're having a charger crisis at the moment in our house.
You get that itch, man. You wanna get involved. You know, I think in the new game just for the Performance League, I'll do Saturday, and the Performance League on the Sunday. Apart from that, I'll have to obviously my studies and stuff. But I will be in this for the next game. I'm so excited. And in that thing that I tagged you on Facebook, by the way, it's got we're going to have a classic championship. You'll be able to do a classic championship season.
We have announced that. We're not quite sure what it's going to be.
They're not on the game. It is an actual option to pick.
Oh really?
You can do a championship season.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that, motherfucker.
I'm telling you.
It's happening.
I'm using that 98 McLaren Hakkinen and DC's car. It's just
do you know what? I was about to say, Senna, it's one of them things how the new game seems to already have more depth. We've not even had it yet.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like it's not just going to be a 6-month done game, is it? We're going to be here
the R&D spec branches off everywhere. I mean, it branches off every aspect, or most aspects.
It's like a fucking Swiss Army knife, and I've seen a picture. It's fucking mental.
Yeah.
Right.
Plenty of setup stuff going to need to be done as well. The amount of work we're going to have to do on setups is going to be insane. For classic cars, for the 2017 cars, it's going to be nuts.
I mean, you never know. We may have one member of ESR becoming almost a pioneer. Because obviously there's a good few of us getting the game on pre-order. I think most of us have already got it, actually. But right.
Yeah, I've already got it downloaded, man. It's staring me in the fucking face.
2016 great game we've got to look at for here. It is the German Grand Prix we are at. Quick question, mate. I personally would say that the soft runners are looking mighty, considering that rain cloud. It's gonna be. If they
look at the winter's tyres. You know, should we look at obviously the graphic at the top? You can see the race, but also the tyres line up with that at the top. So, yeah, the soft runners are going to be getting. Yeah, the soft runners will get there. To that.
It all depends if they can make the tyres last past that lap 10 dead point. If they can, then we're going to be in for a soft tyre win at most likely. But remember, as Ivy joins the stream, thank you, Ivy. Hopefully you're doing well in this ESR Dirt Rally Championship hosted by Swizzle. Fair play for you, mate. Welcome to eSports, of course, now. I love how, by the way, Senna, I want to make a little point here. Now, this isn't actually going to be about our lovely trollers that we have at the moment, but we actually have And we are starting. I'll drop this in really quickly. Most of the AOR drivers now have ESR in their name, repping the same cause. Much love to you guys. Thank you very much. 8 seconds, and we're going to be underway with the German Grand Prix, race 11. 5 to go after this. 8 drivers.
I'm going to start racing now. Bye.
Should we just go?
Yeah.
It's 11 and ESR is underway. Oh shit! I think I might have
You went right. Did you press the clutch? No way.
Yep.
Absolute mongrel.
Oops, daisy. Oh, we got a bit of a crash back there. No, we haven't. Look at on this side, just pulling off in the background.
So the first top two just got a massive gap. Okay,
let's
watch this here between Jan and I'm watch this at the front.
What's happened to Hemp?
Have a look at the back. The top two side by side coming down the straight.
Hold on.
Looks like we're getting the move done before they get to the hairpin. What's happened? Have a look.
Shag DNF. Terminal damage.
Oh my goodness.
What's happened?
Right, we'll have to watch that. We'll have to watch that.
I've missed
Must
it.
have happened straight away, turn 1.
Yeah.
We'll get the recording of that, don't worry.
Obviously, Shaggy does like to come into commentary with us occasionally. Hopefully, we may be able to hear his voice at some point.
Well, Vemans, side by side.
Vemans,
high tower.
Corner cut there, almost it seemed.
Oh, it's a squeeze.
Watch out here, Tower. You've already got a warning from last week's race.
Yeah, all good. That's all good.
Hemp is...
It's having a slidey moment behind.
He's miles away. Now,
he's had such a
him and
good
Shag
starting
were
position
third
as
and
well.
fourth. Do you think it might have anything to do with that?
Possibly. Hemp 4th and Shag in 5th. Could have been something happening there.
Oh, dearie me.
Shag, obviously.
I think it was 3rd, 4th, weren't they? They were just behind the Red Bulls. Ben is Bob. I believe Ben and Shag in the two races combined have now done a combination of 4 corners between the two of them. Oh, Tower, that's a terrible corner there, really. Forrester has pitted. Forrester's got no wing.
Tower has 2 warnings already.
Forrester no wing.
Oh my goodness.
Hemp pits. What in the... We got on board with the Red Bulls.
By the way, just to let you know, Shag did not even get to the end of sector 1.
He didn't.
So it happened in between turn 1 and 2.
Corner. I mean, I literally retired. By the time my car came, there were 7 drivers.
Red Bulls sitting behind each other.
They are. But look who's behind them. Look who's behind them. Ben on the soft tyre centre. I believe he's on soft. Let's have a look. He's not. I lied. He's on super soft.
Watch these guys though in front. Shred the tyres to bits.
I am on a mate.
In front of each other.
They are. And Verstappen. He's gone wide. He lets his teammate through. Clever decision. Had to do it there, mate. He was all over the place. Ivy, welcome to the stream. But yeah, Verstappen. Oof. Carnage. I mean, if you want to send Shaggy an invite, mate, by all means feel free. It'd be good to actually hear what he's got to say if he wants to join, obviously. Oh dear. We've had a bit of controversy in the German Grand Prix. There's always something that happens. Hemp has come out. Hemp has overtaken Forrester, by the way, so that's an interesting thing. Hemp seems to have a bit of pace around here. Just a shame his race has been almost ruined before it started. As we are now on board with Pure Vemans chasing down Hightower. No, these two have had a bit of a ding-dong in the past. And Vemans...
Oh, is he making a move? No.
He's made a move, he's cleared him. Vemans clears. Tower.
Hightower chasing down the Honda.
Vemans
with 2 warnings already.
What's this?
Hemp game is retired.
What's happened? Where's he gone?
I don't know.
Can't see him. Can't see him.
Oh.
Absolute carnage here in Hockenheim.
Doesn't say what happened to him. I'll have an incident. Have a look.
Well, have a look on there. In a second it'll pop
cross
up.
the pit lane, exit white line. Got a warning and then DNF on lap 3.
So I guess it was terminal. Here's Shaggy.
Shag
what absolute mental.
Happened,
Yeah. Got it.
Happened.
Wait a minute, I'm not including the audio.
That's fine, man, but what?
We've not seen
happened? Right.
Okay.
Aye.
Ah. Okay.
Aye. Alright, we'll have a look at the video
also
afterwards.
tired as well now.
Yeah.
Definitely need to have a look at that.
Yeah,
Well,
helps out.
we had a very quiet Hungary. We didn't have any incidents, so I guess that's kind of one thing. Invited you in here, Shag, for a bit of commentary, mate. Obviously, I know it's not really the most ideal thing for you. Value the experience. The infamous Mustafa Shag cup of tea. Yeah, sweet man. See you in a couple of minutes.
No
Yeah,
problem.
what we do, we've got...
Send it me, you know, man.
Do you know what, Shag? We couldn't see it because Clever Dick here accidentally, rather than leaving the car on the grid, I might have accidentally revved the clutch and stalled. So, then I had to retire. Wait till you see that part of the shoot. I didn't actually start with the rest of you, like I used to do, but as we are on board with the Red Bulls, obviously we will have a look and see. Obviously, first corner incidents are taken with a pinch of salt usually, but if there's anything really as of an aggressive nature, we will of course flag that up. And Jan and Verstappen all over each other here.
Right, so Hightower's got 2 penalties, Forrest has got... No, sorry, Hightower's got 2 warnings, Forrest has got 2 warnings.
Battle for third.
2 penalties.
At the moment, get rid of this camera angle. I don't want to look
Forrest
at
on
the
the
wheel.
medios.
Ah, he's on the mediums.
Medium.
Medios. No worries, Shaggy.
Red Bull
Yes,
still having
folks,
it.
the Shaggy is back in town. And guess what? He's wiped out again. Well, you know it's like. I love the commentary side of things. Like I love it. Guess what? Shaggy's commentating with these guys as well. Woo! I'm gonna make myself a nice cup of tea, and I'll be back in a bit.
Look at him.
Oh dear. Jan's pitted. Why is Jan paid?
Yeah.
What, 5?
Trying the undercut on his teammate is a heavy tyre
Oh,
in the circuit.
it's rain. Oh, mind you, yes, saying that, yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Vemmans has got the inside of Ben here. And makes light work
Is
of
it
him.
raining though?
Not
It
yet.
is slightly, no.
Let's go on to the cockpit cam, because that's obviously where you see the most
No,
splatters
it's
of
not.
water.
Oh, overspeed there from the Williams.
Unbelievable by Ben. These two could really, if they use their brains here, catch back up with the Red Bull. This is a good way to do it, as long as they don't battle and just kind of stay within DRS and kind of range. May I just say as well, Senna,
Plenty of a
5 laps
short
in.
shift in there from Ben.
Soldier Jan was a pit stop ahead of Hightower. Holy moly.
Yeah. Hightower. Well, Jan goes on to the super soft.
We see a car change for Tower at this rate, mate. Ironically, after all that,
Go
maybe
for
putting him up a
soft
little bit higher. Possibly a Force India, I think, here for Tower next week, Senna. Obviously,
for a
we'll talk
3-star?
about that midweek.
Soldier Jan.
He must be. I mean, now obviously the rain is a looming ominous factor with this race, isn't it? As Ben pits in, mate, you
Probably a
are
good
right.
idea for this.
Oh, he's
use up
gravelled
the
it, he's
super
gravelled
soft
it.
until
I've
the
got a puncture.
until
No.
the rain comes.
No, he's not. Just, yeah, look at Ben's front
Good
left
idea,
tyre.
though.
A bit of inside information on the Ben issue, right? The reason he's actually on them tyres by misfault. He didn't want to actually go out and do it. You want to actually start the race in the softs, but he went and made the decision to come out on the super softs, and he regretted it. So yeah. So he actually regretted going out and doing that because he only made 1 place up, I think, or 2 places up.
Oh, and Jan has come right back out in front of Verstappen. Why is Verstappen, lads, on mediums? What is he doing?
It's a high dig socket, man.
It rains
Honestly,
in about
makes
6
sense.
laps.
But yeah, well, it doesn't make sense. And as he
Oh,
touches
he's
his
a terrible
teammate,
fuck.
Oh, he's
needs
all
to
over
be
the back of Jan.
needs to be careful. Either way, I'll have a look at everyone else in the field.
Raining.
Rain's coming down, especially in the first sector there.
That's what I mean. Verstappen may have made a booby here in the background. Possibly a double D, maybe even an E-cup. Right, okay.
Jan having the right idea, but obviously Verstappen will be able to go longer on this track with the medium tyres, even if it does get a bit greasy.
All depends
Super
on
soft
that
certainly won't
rain,
be the
doesn't
tyre
it?
to do it on.
How heavy it comes down. That's going to be the big factor.
Well, the forecast was only 1 cloud, wasn't it? A little
Light
bit of
rain.
rain, so that tells me
Yep.
it's only going to be like maybe 4 or 5 laps of light rain.
It might
Here's
not
a
even
point
come
that
to
that's what I
intermediates, I mean, you never
do you
know.
think that I was about to say that, Sen, that's a good point. I was going to mimic you. You know, do you think it's worth almost, for example, a guy like Venoms, who What the fuck is Venom's in first? Oh, of course, on the soft, didn't it? I was thinking, what the fuck? But yeah, like, will it actually be
Hightower
a case
now
of...
goes wide again.
He's having a mare. Obviously, he didn't want to drive that Toro, so he was in the understanding he was going to be in a manor. I'm still trying to work out what planet I said that on. But, Senna, do these guys know something we don't? Ben's put on the mediums.
Yeah, I think, I don't think it's going to come to anything for now.
No, I don't think the rain is going to actually affect the race too much, other than make the track slightly greasy for a short while, but I think it'll dry up pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be an intermediate case.
Those super
It's gonna
soft
be
runners are
close.
going to face the brunt of it, though.
It's going to be
They're the ones who
close.
are going to
It's gonna
suffer
be
the most.
Jan, for
I would
example.
say it's going to be close.
Yeah, and Hightower as well.
Is Tower pitted yet? I don't think Tower's actually pitted yet, is he?
Yeah.
I don't think
know
so.
if you've noticed, but during qualifying, I was actually with nearly 6-7 tenths up on them soft tyres over my
Nope.
super
Shaggy,
soft
I will
tyre,
say
you know.
one thing, mate. We watched the stream.
Oh,
Got the whole lap. I was away for the first 5 minutes.
sick
Yeah,
of that
Hightower's
friggin' ballad.
pitted second through 7th. Sorry, it's just through second.
Poor
So
Hemp.
only
Hemp and Shag both
six-
out from their best qualifying position since, I believe, China, if I'm correct, or
Lemons.
Russia.
See what I told you about that soft tyre, man? You made that happen.
You were talking about it,
Lemons
weren't you?
at
You
the
were the
front.
one who did say at the
Really good
start.
line.
Oh, and the Red Bulls. What were
There's
they
a
trying to
bit,
regain?
there's a lot of deg though on the front of that, on the front left. Yeah, quite a lot actually. You can see it there.
Let's have a little look at that. Oh, look at that.
From the cockpit, you can see.
Oh, look at that tyre. It's almost like a big... It's not even a line, is it? It's almost like a blob. Ruined. And Verstappen has overtaken Soldier Jan. Jan with
Forster,
an undercut.
Hightower,
What a switchback by
still
Soldier
at a
Jan.
stalemate.
Red Bull side by
But
side.
Forster
No
on the
argument about
mediums.
it. Huge battle.
Oh, it's going to be tight. Who's going to take this corner? Jan's
Two.
obviously on the tighter line, so he's going to have to back off. Yeah, had
Tell
to
you
back
what,
off
it's
there.
two
He was
Red
on the
Bulls,
tighter
man.
line.
Give us entertainment, mate. I love how we've spoke about this before, how we've only got a small field once again, and you guys we all put the work in. You give us entertainment, you know what I mean? It's what we're here for. Like I said,
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than... Obviously, I've had a couple of bitching moments myself in the past where we talk about a lack of people, but at the end of the day, we have to remember, number one, it is the summer holidays, as Ben, of course, pointed out earlier on, and number two, you know, at the end of the day, it is a dying game, isn't it? I mean, obviously, we have had the discussion, it's a big thing in the community.
Yeah,
And Jan
2016.
makes his second
Both
pit
sides
stop.
pit.
It's been,
Both of them.
They're both
been
pit.
gradually
They're both
getting
pitted.
more broken. As
Forster
fucking-
in 5th will move up.
Oh, they're all
Hightower.
pitting. I think it's intermediate times,
Might move
folks.
as well. Intermediate, yeah. Hightower's
Hold on.
already out on
Ben's going
intermediate
to get
solo.
blocked. Ben's going to get
Hightower.
blocked. No, he's not. Oh,
Hightower's
Ben's lucky.
going to jump all of them.
Ben's jumped
Hightower's on
Jan.
the intermediate. They all are.
Where's,
now,
where's Tower?
Tower's coming around the straight now.
Tower's coming on the final straight. Start finish.
Oh,
Oh, it's going to be close. He's last still, but look at this. Jan, Forrester has not pitted. Forrester will be feeling the effects of this.
Vermon's got out right time there, good timing.
Vemans is leading the race by an age.
Yep. He was all about strategy there, when to go onto the tyre at the right time if he had to. Yeah, it turns out the rain did come to something, but I should think that the rain should go off pretty soon.
Oh, Ben and
No
Forrester,
reason
but
to suggest why they
will
get lost.
Forrester ride it out? That's the question. We know these forecasts can sometimes be a little bit misleading, can't we? But
Nah, not
But Forrester's not falling
the
away.
best.
We'll get on
Not
board with
exactly the
it.
Met Office, you know what I mean?
Mate, I still think we should use BBC News rather than fucking Codemasters Forecast, to be honest. And that TBC's a bit more fucking reliable.
But we are going to be able to have the option now to have 2 spectators in this game. So
Oh,
I'll
that's
be able
just
to have more
wankable,
people in.
isn't it? It is wankable, mate. We still got the 20. Oh, Forrester's struggling. Oh, he's gone
Hopefully
off.
we have our
Forrester.
own layout and, you know, spectators have things to do,
Forrester.
more options available, let's put it that way.
Forrester trying to fight Tower. He's made a mistake here, so he should have pitted.
Forrester.
Chase down for Venoms.
But then again, it doesn't look like it's getting anywhere. But there is some spray coming out from underneath, so
Aye.
it goes in.
He struggled
into
in
the
the
pit.
second sector. Do you know, coming into the third sector, coming into the stadium complex, he just fishtailed it and went onto the grass.
You know, so he's got some penalties.
Let's have a little look then, guys. For those home viewers.
Warnings. warnings so far,
Just
nothing.
see
Nothing
Verstappen
major.
in the
Forrester
background.
has a penalty. He's the first one.
He's just having a mare. He goes from winning in Hungary just to... It's the jinx, isn't it? You
Different
literally-
tracks present different problems, you know.
Can we believe
Especially
this?
for the
We
cars.
may have, if
Yeah,
this
the cars
stays the
are
same,
different.
if it does stay the same, McLaren's a lockout of week 6. It's going to be interesting. Is it week 6? No, week 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Week 7. Anyway. Just trying to work out where we are in the season. Right, so Verstappen is away in second. Tower is catching... Tower and Jan are catching Ben, but then of course Ben on the wheel round here. Almost... do you know what? I think this is one of the few tracks that the pad actually does compare to the wheel. In terms of actual out-and-out pure baseline straight line speed. But we...
And I use the pad, you know what I mean? You see some of the laps after it. I mean, it's... You know, it's not as hard as it looks. In fact, everything's a lot closer together, more compact. So kind of pad players have a kind of advantage that wheel players don't have, and wheel players have that advantage where they can be extremely smooth. But yeah, I think there's a difference, but there's pros and cons for both.
Certainly is. Very, do you know what? Unusually spaced out race at this sort of stage. We've got Jan potentially catching. The only one we've really got of any note and speed will be Verstappen at the moment, with of course Jan.
It's your mum is not too far behind.
That's what I mean. It's like they're all
That
sort
could
of in
factor in.
striking distance, aren't they? But they're not at the same time. It's a weird one.
Verstappen's a good 7 seconds behind Forrester, you know, and your mum's a good 4 or 5. Well, 5 seconds. The gap is a bit closer. Yeah.
The next time
Maybe
we'll see
Ben
ESR
will
guys,
close
by
up
the
on
way,
the next time.
will be Tuesday. Mustafa Shag, and I think Senna, you're there as well, aren't you? I think, if I'm correct.
I
Second
think,
commentator for
yeah,
Tuesday.
I think so. I'll be there.
So my two commentary partners are going to be broadcasting, commentating, streaming, stewarding, and spotting. I did not write that down and rehearse it before I said it, I promise you. And with a lisp, it is a fucking nightmare to say.
You did. It's unbelievable. He writes everything down.
To be honest, mate, I've actually lost my
No, I
pen,
doesn't.
so I would have written it. Shag, if you think I run off a script, mate, fuck, I want to fucking drug test the person who fucking writes it. Right. Verstappen is 6.3 seconds off Venom's in first. Jan is beginning to put a little bit of a movement on Ben there in the background. Tower.
Last place is now a pit stop clear of Hightower. It's just about.
Forrester just having possibly one of the worst races of his life. As we are
Verstappen
on
catching
board.
Forrester.
He is. It's
Yeah.
so just
That's
classified.
your mum is also catching the leader.
Classified
That's smaller
standings
amount.
at the moment, folks. We have Pure Venoms in first position. Of course, anything can happen. We have Verstappen in second, Ben in third, with Jan close behind in fourth. We have Hightower in fifth, pretty much a length of the straight between fourth and fifth, and Forrester just coming onto the main straight, pretty much a length of the straight between fifth and sixth too. So we have 6 runners, guys, from the 8 that started the Grand Prix. So obviously Shag didn't make the second corner. Hemp retired on lap 2/3.
Yes, I've got a Snickers.
I've got a Snickers.
I do have a Chinese to finish up with, guys. That'll be one for the records. One of the worst tasting Chinese I've ever had in my life, but we'll leave that there. It's still food. It goes down one way, it comes out the other. Right.
Make sure your cat's accounted for.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. He'll be in the next one we have if he carries on. Right, so we've got Verstappen. He is catching Venoms visibly now. So is the gap going to come down from 6.6 to 6.4? A bit of a mistake there by Scott halfway around the lap, as you see Ben and Jan in the background. Very, very spaced out race. It's about time we had a bit of a quiet one, really, after the kind of madness we've had over the last couple of weeks. So we are here live and in colour, of course, as mentioned, twitch.tv/Mustafa Shag. Please make sure you drop him, myself, and of course our new Saturday streamer briefly, Grim, of course, for Saturday. Drop Grim at Dog F1 1991. There's Grim at GRIM Dog F1 1991. And of course then you'll be then led on to Saturday, which, let's be fucking honest with you, we haven't got a fucking clue who's going to stream it until obviously we get into the next season, where you will get yours truly back in the saddle. Yeah, bring on that. Oh, Verstappen, that is a corner cut, mate.
I'll be back in the seat, racing again.
You will, mate. You certainly will. Great drive from a lot of us. Well, I believe all 3 of us nearly finished. Obviously, Shag had a misdemeanour on lap 42 around the Azerbaijani Grand Prix on Sunday, or Saturday, sorry, yesterday. Doesn't feel like yesterday, it feels longer, doesn't it? God, it feels like an age ago. Me and Senna did survive that race. Senna put in a much better performance. I've come last position now in 5 of the last 6 races. So we'll look at that
for you.
Hey, I'm just
I think
finishing,
you need to up your game a little bit then, son.
I know, hey, I'm 3rd in the championship by default. I'll definitely take that. So Verstappen is... Oh, Venoms is pulling away from Verstappen, and Ben is visibly catching Verstappen now. Let's have a little go on board with Ben for a minute. Gap is 10.2 to the leader. 3.6 seconds between... I mean, obviously talking from your perspective, Shag, being in this race, obviously we've had Senna's input on the Hockenheim Grand Prix. Shag, what would you say is really the key element to this Grand Prix? Getting the kind of track right and getting the perfect lap.
Oh, getting the tyre pressures right, I think, because it's like that corner there that we're going around the long left hand out. Your tyres heat up pretty much from there, but you don't want them overheating. You know what I mean? It's a fine balance with the tyre pressures, I would say.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because
I agree.
The tyre deg, which obviously Senna pointed out to me, I thought it wasn't actually that bad a race, and then Senna went, well, hold your bloody horses there, Ginger Boy. It is a bloody high deg race, and we can see that because a lot of the guys pitted in after 5 laps.
Like that,
You thought about it. You did. Wait a minute, where's Jan? Jan backed off a lot from Ben there. You should have said it like that, would have made a bit more entertainment, mate, to be honest. But interesting to see what the general public would have thought of that. But yes, being here, we are on lap 15, waiting for this rain to subside. Verstappen is struggling. Must be said, Venoms is putting in a shift here up front, as we are now, of course, just entering nearly half race distance, 2 more laps. Venom still leads, and we've just seen somebody hold out a board that says lap 15 on it. Fucking retard, we're on lap 16. Cock. Right, so I did just notice that, and they handed the board out after Verstappen went through. So somebody's gonna get fired. We are the
I don't know
second
if you can
position.
see, but you know that there is a slight dry line appearing.
Looking at, I'm going to go on board with Verstappen actually, as we are.
Right.
He's almost the featured driver in this. You're right. Look at that.
Getting drier, it was getting faster anyway. That's for
Still
sure.
raining though.
Aye, it seems to
Yeah,
be coming
still,
down, doesn't it?
Greasy, but not too bad. On
There
the
is a
racing
dry
line,
line, but
definitely.
there is rain.
Mm.
Not slick where the dry is like, but
Oh.
yeah.
Not quite yet, at least, anyway. But it, do you know, with the dry line as well on this game, that's one thing they have got right, haven't they? Obviously, in terms of that, because you know we do criticise the game, as we did mention, of course, Shag, when you first come in on Senna. We spoke about it all the way through both streams tonight, of course.
I've never criticised such a wonderful game.
Why?
I've never once called this game anything but brilliant. Do you ever feel I say anything?
Mate, that'll be a full house of lies on a Jeremy Kyle lie detector test there, right there, I tell you. But now, I will point out here, folks, that Ben is the man on the move. We are on board with him. He has gone from 11.8 seconds down at the start of this rain stint to 9.3.
Verstappen closing though.
They both sort of are, aren't they?
Verstappen is
Ben
closing it a
seems
bit
to be
faster.
Ben's
Ben's holding him in.
Yeah, he's slowly getting closer. His little dot's getting closer and closer.
Oh, so yeah, sorry, my fucking bad. I was looking at it the wrong way. It was also a fucking
Yes,
We've-
I
yeah,
wonder
fuck's
about
sake.
sometimes.
It's been a lot
Been a
more
lot,
of a
man.
quiet stream this week, Shag, to be honest, from myself and Senna. We've just kind of been a lot more analytical rather than kind of like I was last week. But
I think it's been pretty sombre this week. It doesn't seem to be, the enthusiasm seems to have burned out in the candle a little bit. We need to.
I think after last week,
Thanks,
wasn't it? I
thanks,
think
I'll
everyone
just
just
get
burned
the,
the whole
yeah.
thing
Well,
out.
I'm certainly not going to be 100% happy guy. Hey guys, ooh, hey.
No, that's me. That's my job.
I'll go crazy if I do that.
Blessed with a
I
mental
think
personality.
We're,
That's
we're
my
reasonable.
comic thing.
Aye, reasonably fucked up. Safe to say. That's fine.
It works.
Reasonably.
Nothing ever went wrong with that. I mean,
Stappen under 6 seconds behind Venoms. We're going to get on board with Venoms now. Now, we have a danger here, lads, in a nutshell, of these intermediates degrading before it dries.
possible.
Who's that?
Oh, high tower.
It is
Tower.
a high dig.
Tower gone. Tower's out on the far side. Whoa, where the hell did he go? See, oh my lord.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Stadium section. He's on the infield with with 3 wheels. We're down to 5.
Yep. DNF. Terminal damage.
Blew up there. Went straight to Forrester and found out. Oh dear, Tower. He's had an absolute shocker. He missed the first race and then blew up in the second one. Oh dear.
Not good.
But no, as we said, we were kind of going back to the kind of, it's almost like a controversial topic, but this is us. We don't give a fuck about controversy. Middle finger up to it. With the game itself, with this game, it is getting old. It is broken. But however, Shag, we're going to talk a little bit more as we watch. I'm going to go back on board with Ben, sorry, as he's the one who's kind of making the move at the moment. Me and Senna discussed this in the Hungarian Grand Prix and for a bit in Germany about how this game, even though it was an incredible improvement on 2015, because you can't get much worse than that sack of shit, but Shag goes off. Carrying on the conversation. It's one of them things where we were talking, Senna, weren't we, about how the game has so much more to give, so to speak, the new game. This game did have a lot to give, but then it got kind of repetitive, and if you do complete the whole career mode, every single car goes back to its Season 1 performance just about 4 seconds faster. You know what I mean? It's with this new game, hopefully, you'll see so many different failures with different cars. Well, you will, won't you? You'll see grid penalties, hopefully they don't patch the AIs to the point of hurting the game. That's what Codemasters need to do. And Verstappen and Ben are hauling in Venoms. We are going to go on board with our race leader.
Yeah. It's looking alright so far.
He is, mate. He's getting caught up.
Although Forrester.
Where is Forrester anyway? I know he was last. 32 seconds down. He has had a bit of a shocker.
He's last place now. 5 left.
It almost feels like a bit like a Monaco, this, doesn't it? We are basically flicking back and forth here, guys. Just really kind of waiting to see when the action will come. This is almost the calm before the storm, isn't it? Because Ben's quicker than Verstappen. Verstappen's quicker than Venoms. And when the dry comes out, Jan's going to pick up the pace. So it is one of them things where we're just almost waiting for something huge to happen in this race. Obviously, we've had, going back into the thing, we've almost lost half the field here at the moment, as we've had Mustafa Shag with a collision with Verstappen that, of course, will be reviewed a little bit later on. He has, of course, crashed. He was out at first corner, followed then by Hemp on lap 3. Hightower, as we've just witnessed, did go off earlier in the Grand Prix a few laps ago on the infield of in the opening part of the stadium section. I'm guessing it was caught the grass and
It's drying up rather quick.
It is drying up.
Rather fast, actually, I might add.
This lap they'll
Still
be
a bit of spray coming off, but next lap maybe.
I'd say this one here, wouldn't it? I reckon this one or the next one at the very latest.
No, not with the amount. Look at the amount of spray coming off the front tyres. Not quite yet.
I tell you what, the way it dried up though,
No.
that was almost... Oh, Ben's ran terribly wide there. Ben's struggling.
Not yet.
Brings Jan back in a plate.
It's your mother. There's looking. You better dig on the front
Good
left.
to see Ben back racing up the front against Senna. He's had an awful season too, hasn't he? Whichever way you look at it. Obviously, he had a dominant performance when we commentated on him in
usually really
Baku.
comes through with these tyre strategies.
He
Always
dominated
really
Baku, didn't he? He did. He dominated Baku in Canada.
Who did that?
When he got past Jan, it was over. Ben just took off. But obviously, then we've had the Red Bulls, which Verstappen knows we're still confused as to why he pitted. It's one of them. Why on earth would you do that?
Red Bull's catching him.
It is. Both Red Bulls on the move.
Jan is catching.
Hightower's collision must have been an absolute force. His front wing is off in the gravel trap on the opposite side of the track. Goodness me. Now, what will happen here? Verstappen pits. Verstappen pits. Oh, what a narrow pit
Hopefully the
entrance.
safety car works next year.
Oh, fingers crossed. I
Use
think
that.
we're just probably going to just run it in the first race,
Jan
aren't
comes
we?
in.
Everyone's in. Everybody's in. Ben's going to get held
Apart
up.
from
Ben's going to get held up.
somebody's not.
Ben's going to get held up
who is
here.
it?
Ben got held up. Oh dear. I think everyone's in, mate. All 4 drivers went
No,
in. Venoms
somebody
went
got
in
out
first.
front.
Venoms, he pitted in.
Somebody went out. I swear to God, somebody did that.
Yeah, Venom's first. Venom's the two Red Bulls and Ben all
Oh,
pitted.
no, they all went in. No, fucking hit him once again. I could have sworn I seen a car going left.
Now they're going on medium. I think the only strategy really here is mediums, as Forrester puts the super soft tyres on. Gonna piss all over my theory, but Forrester is
Talking
that far
about
down. He
an
may as well just go.
arse
He may as well just go for fastest lap. Forrester. He's had a bit of a shit one, hasn't he? Benham's had an absolute hell of a pit stop. He has pulled out about a second on Verstappen in the pits alone.
Aye.
But this is the man we're going to have to watch out for now. He is Verstappen. 14 laps to catch up with pure Venoms. 0.8 Senna he put on him. 0.8 of a second he just took out of Venoms. Oh, goodness me. Obviously then,
Jan is also bringing the gap down.
the Red Bulls are just supreme in the dry, aren't they? As you just see Jan in the background with Ben. Forrester there in the background coming towards the stadium as well.
That's your more.
Venoms really has
Everybody
the
short
first
shift
sector
for now.
narrowed down. They are, it seems like it, doesn't it? We're all kind of short shift just to get the kind of optimal thing out of there. Optimal turning exit and kind of corner exit speed, aren't they really, as opposed to kind of going into it from a short burst. But here comes Jan, and it's really been a quiet race. I mean, ever since the
Ben
opening,
is
which was
catching
mental,
second place, a couple of tenths.
it seems it. 4.3 to the lead now.
Stopping.
You can now see Venom's clearly in the distance, and there's Ben and Jan. Equal distance between Verstappen, Ben and Jan at the moment. They seem to be very nicely spaced.
Yeah.
But then it is all about catching the race leader Vemmons. He has put on a masterclass of a display in
Stopping
terms
is
of
putting
strategy.
the foot down.
Oh, he's ragging it, isn't he?
Maximum confidence. Aye.
As the gap, he's took a second out of him. 3.3.
Oh,
He needs to. He needs to get on the podium so we can have a word about what the fucking hell he was doing in Hungary. So we need to find that out. Right, so obviously it's our first chance really to ask him. So
Ben
let's.
6-7 attempts out of him.
He's, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know Ben's coming as
Goodness
well. I've
me.
seen him.
Oh my god, this is going to be a hell of an ending. Jan in the background's took a second out of him as well. Good. Oh, this is coming to. Where will. Hence the question, lads.
So the pack
Where
is
will
catching the leader.
It is. It's all coming together,
It's
isn't
going to
it?
be a scramble for the last couple of possessions.
12 laps. And the track does heat up as well. The question we have, will their medium tyres go 14 laps? We've only seen the
Sound
softs
like I'm
do
fucking
super
dribbling,
softs
by
do
the way.
5.
I'm halfway to getting off my fucking nut. That's it.
I can smell it all the way down in Wales, mate, you know what I mean? You're doing the business. So an Englishman, a Scotsman and a Welshman walk into a bar. Even though I'm not Welsh, I'm living in Wales, I may as well pen the joke. So here we go. By the way, Shag's the Welshman for this particular course. Oh, Verstappen, where's he going? Oh, goodness, look at the pressure that Verstappen's putting on his tyres. This is... I don't know, lads. Don't know.
Might not have much left at the end.
That's what I mean. Venoms doesn't
Same
seem
with
like
Jan.
he's really pushing it. Obviously we know he is. 6.8 now, the gap is under 10 seconds between the top 4, or it will be once Jan crosses the
2.3
line.
now, the gap.
Oh, it's coming down
Lost
dangerously,
a wee
isn't
bit
it?
there. Oh, there's a big corner cut there. See who's got some penalties.
There's going to be a few.
Bevan's clean. Stappen has 3 penalties.
Oh, that spiced it.
Ben doesn't even have a warning. Jan has penalty. Forster. Penalty. Forster. Aye.
So it's going to be between Vemmons. Thank you, Shaggy, for that, by the way. We'll have a look at that in a bit. That's, I believe
No
that's your
problem.
start, isn't it? Fantastic.
Yes.
So that is actually the only incident we've had tonight, which, to be honest, guys, considering the fact that we've... Obviously, I know I made a call out on the page just not to kind of hold any grudges, so to speak, didn't I? But still, you guys have put on a hell of a show tonight. And here comes... The gap now is down to a second, but then you've got to look at the penalties, haven't you? You've got to
3
look
penalties,
past
9
Vemmons.
seconds.
Look past Vemmons. Will Verstappen be able to put 9 seconds on Ben and Jan? I don't think he's going to be able to do it. nearly in DRS range. That's a corner cut from the absolute bed of hell.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Scott was the first corner.
Holy shit, that fucking... Yeah, that was a bit of carnage, that.
Yeah.
What a shag.
Oh, right,
Jesus,
you've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vermans has been
Battle for
passed
the
by
lead.
fucking
Yeah,
Battle
rest
for the
signs
lead.
everywhere.
Verstappen. Yeah, he looks like
Very
he's got it.
I think Vermans just now needs to get the hammer down. As weird as it sounds,
Yeah,
and stay within 9 seconds of Verstappen.
yeah. Just stay there. That Honda, you know, is it liking this track or not? I'm not so sure.
In
Doesn't look very
qualifying, they
certain,
were
does it?
almost
Sure.
uncharacteristically low, weren't they? They put on a really good
They're just sitting in
good
cockpit
shift.
cam with them. It doesn't look too comfortable.
I'm going to show some love to cockpit cam, thanks to what Senna said. I don't often do it on my streams, lads. Just want to. I'm going to start doing it at least one lap a race, you know, just to kind of give you the feel as to what these drivers do see. I mean, I know a lot of them don't use cockpit cam, of course, but it'll be good to
It's
see.
good. It's a really good view to use.
The only problem that you do have is the fact that the mirrors on this game are pretty fucking pants. But then, of course, you have got the facility to move them, and happy days. But Venoms isn't being dropped.
No.
Now, we
There's
did
a
have an
gap forming.
instance here when Venoms didn't
And
win.
Ben and
Britain,
Jan are
didn't
now
he?
coming into the fray as well. They're not too far behind. 10 seconds.
We've had this instance already, like, guys, haven't we?
Jan.
When Venoms did win Britain because of Scott's penalties. Scott's penalties are causing him a little bit of grief this season.
The Forrester just took a second out of extra Monday, just to let you know.
Really?
So it looks like, yeah, because obviously,
Oh, super
Oh, yeah.
tired. I was thinking, goodness me, fair play. But then, you know, at the end of the day, Forrester, we know he can make these strategies work. He is the quickest man on the track by an age, obviously.
sorry, Behrman.
Go on board with Ben now. 7.6 behind.
Aye, Behrman's took a second out of Ben, sorry. Even though they're on the same tyre.
As we go on to so Ben and Jan, the chasing pack. Oh, goodness me. Look at Jan there. Sorry, not Jan. Verstappen. We all just get everyone's names wrong. Fuck them. Look at Pos there leading the race. And then we woke up. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. You won't hear that very often, and we're not doing Singapore this year, so that's the only real track I can compete with these guys, so yeah.
Nah.
The next time you will see me on track, guys, will be on Tuesday. I am going to be probably getting fucked again because I drove like an absolute prick on Tuesday. So yeah. So basically, I've got to warn him. Took it on the chin with great repon at the end of the day, man. It just goes to show that anybody is fallible to a moment of madness in this league.
Oh, that's what happens.
You know, we had a week of just absolute sheer mentalistic fucking behaviour.
Ben
from
short
everyone in the
shifted
league.
something rotten. Came out of that corner that you would usually come out in fifth in 7th gear.
7th?
He's really short shifted.
Yeah, he's in 7th, isn't he?
He isn't
What's he-
using any revs.
That's what I say, he's going to save the engine.
He's
but
changing
really,
gear at 9,000 revs. What is going on? He's losing a lot of power. He's got a problem.
yeah, look at this. He must have a problem. Look at him.
Jan's
Jan's
all
all
over
over
the back
him.
end of
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at that shit. Look at that, guys. Look at that fucking hell. He's all over
He's
him.
got DRS.
Guys, Ben, all of a sudden,
He's gonna-
is
he's
over
gonna have-
9 seconds
yeah.
behind.
He's going incredibly
Yeah.
slow. I don't know what's going on, but he cannot shift at all. I think he's got a gearbox issue. Oh, there we go.
Jan's all over him.
wrong.
Here we go.
It's like he's only just got up revs. He's only just hit 200 miles an hour.
Great
Oh,
line
what's
there by
going
Ben.
on?
Will Jan be able to hit the undercut? Or switchback, sorry, Ben. Oh.
Very nearly.
Oh, that could have ended in murder.
Oh, that would have been a fucking damage.
Once again, though, you have to praise the pair of them. They both kept it on track. They both realised kind of we're going to have a collision here. Jan did back off to live to fight another day, but Ben's got a real... He's losing 7/10 a sector. And Jan runs off.
Oh, Jan goes off.
He's only got... The looks of things, oh yeah, he's gone down to third there, like, what the fuck?
Ben's struggling.
Why is he short shifting?
Ben!
He's really short shifting.
He's struggling. Why is he...
Ruining his race, they're doing it.
6th gear, what's he...
Has he got
Unless
tyre
he's...
issues?
Yeah, tyres, I was about to say, unless the tyres have gone off. 7th gear, what is he... Obviously, we'll, if he does get on the podium, lads, we will... No! We'll have a word, of course, if he does get podium. Well, we don't know if he's going to make the podium, do we? If he keeps like this, he's not going to make it.
Maximum revs there. He's into 8th.
Jan's really backed off now.
Yeah.
That's better.
Changing gear the right place.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, what madness by Ben there.
I have no idea what he was doing.
Obviously, we have to stick on board with him because... Look at that 5th gear.
Maybe he's been told to shift gear earlier.
If you're on manual gears, don't they? The engineers do give you a lot more kind of messages, don't they? Unless he's just really saving the tyres.
I have no idea, dude. It's just
a rather strange way of doing that. We're losing time to the car behind.
Aye.
Track
Really
position is much more important.
Guys, Ben was 6 seconds behind Verstappen and was on course because of Verstappen's 9 seconds of penalties to win the race, or at least to come second behind Venom's. But even Venom's has left
now
him.
6 seconds. 6 seconds to Verstappen in front, which means that if he keeps this up, Verstappen might be able to outrun Venom's here. He might be able to outrun him. Have a look. There it is.
Oh, Jan's made a dive. Jan's made a dive. Oh, that was suicide. We like the aggressive
Evans
display.
has no penalties. So if Evans could possibly win, stay within that 9 seconds.
Is it still 9 for Verstappen, is it?
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Oh, Jan runs really wide there. He's going to go for the switchback.
Ben's
Ben's more successful, lads. More successful there. No, it's not, because Ben got the power down.
No.
Guys, I'll be honest with you. I've never seen this happen in this game before.
This is Performance League for you.
I know. Do you know what, though? You could say, though, Shag and Senna, that
the left there.
Jan goes really into there. Do you think it may be down to the car?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that the Williams would have to short shift like that to put power down, but
it's uncharacteristic for Ben to have this sort of issue, isn't it? He's usually on the ball with his gears. I mean, he's now 15 seconds behind the race leader, all of a sudden, from being, well, the man to watch. The man to watch now, of course, is going to be Vemmans, and...
Something happened somewhere. I'm not sure what, but...
Is it potentially a bit of damage? We'll never know, will we? Because unless it is just tyre deg. Because as we've both pointed out, 14 laps on these tyres is a stretch.
Yeah.
This is Jan's biggest chance yet.
Him now. This could be a race to the line.
Oh, he's gone that way around this time. Oh, beautiful line by Jan.
As Ben decides to squeeze him.
That is, I tell you what, for Ben, I have to say, that is exceptional driving. He almost goaded him into having a go, didn't he? And then went, you're not coming through.
Schumacher up.
He was.
Put his car in the middle of the track.
It's how you do it. You know, it's obviously the best way on this particular game to defend. And, you know, fair play for Ben for keeping his car as the lead car. As we now watch Jan chase down Ben, the final podium. He has to clear Ben. If he clears Ben, no matter how many penalties Jan's got, and Jan runs wide again. He's really putting the hammer down here, Jan. Can he get him? We'll flick quickly to Vemmans.
Ben's still not a single warning.
9 seconds, by the way, the lead gap. So if Verstappen doesn't get another penalty, he's home and dry.
Jan has a penalty, and only one running away from another.
He has to get through. And Jan on the first corner, that is not the place you want to overtake around this track.
Ben doesn't even have a warning, so Jan has to clear him now. And get a gap, which I don't think is going to happen.
He needs to get him on this straight. The only thing that Ben has in his favour, I think, at the moment is the Williams straight line speed over the Red Bull. That is the one thing that will determine the fact. And look,
he needs to get in that slipstream, Jan. He needs to get into that slipstream.
He's in it. Here we go. Jan, he's not in it. He's going to have to make a move. Switches to the outside. Oh, he's got one right there. You
It's
can
got-
tell,
you
can't
can
you?
feel the pressure, you can feel the tension that he knows it had to happen right now.
He had to do it.
And unfortunately, yeah. Right, but
I would
no
almost
dice.
still put him, if he gets him on 33. Oh, but look, riding the corner again, I think it may be a penalty, that, to be fair. He did ride that corner very, very aggressively. As we're only a lap away from going on board with our race leader. Guys, we're on lap 32. Fuck, I didn't even realise. Christ, we're at the end.
Ben's
So for
dropped
me-
right back from
Right, Vem
7
is
seconds
ridiculous.
now.
You're 17 down. 18
9
seconds.
seconds.
He's lost 11
Vem
seconds.
is just dead on 9 seconds from Verstappen.
He's 500 to the
Verstappen
second.
could rob it. Vem needs to move his arse. He needs to get his foot down now if he wants to get this. He's literally on the edge to see what it's like after the first sector. Oh my god, he's going losing time. Losing time.
Two
Oh.
very, very different races here, guys. Of course, we've got an on-track battle and an aggregate time battle. So this is what you need. This is going to be an incredible ending. 5 runners left from the
Vem's
original
just
8 that
losing
started.
time. He's losing
Oh, Ben's
time
at the
to
grass.
Verstappen.
Ben's at the grass.
Oh,
Yeah, but still, it's too far back. Make a
Yeah,
move there,
it's
like.
fucked up turn 1.
there's still another lap after this to go. Can I limit it up? Even still, we still has a penalty.
Come on, will Venoms be able to do it? Will he be able to do it? Or will Scott claim his second Grand Prix? This is a battle to claim the second wins. Vemon's 9.9.
It's not good. It's not good news. Second place, he'll take that.
I think he'll have to rely on Scott getting a penalty. Another one, I don't think that's going to happen.
I'll have a look. I mean, I think.
Jan all over the back of Ben again.
Yeah, if Verstappen gets one more warning,
Oh,
then it's a penalty, so he needs to keep it clean on this next lap.
Jan,
Has
look
to.
at the aggression between these two.
Mm-hmm.
Has to keep it clean, Verstappen.
Oh my god. Look at this between Jan
It's
and
got to
Ben.
happen, it needs to happen.
Oh, he's gonna have
Oh,
the
Ben's
arrow.
blocked him.
Oh,
Unbelievable battle in between these two. Oh, Jan's tapped the rear of him. That may be the end.
Oh,
he's
definitely
gonna
not
over
close
yet.
to Make it count this time.
10.5.
It needs to happen now. It needs to
It
happen
has to
right
be
now.
done.
He needs to
He's
try and
got
get
it
in the
now.
inside of him if you can.
He's not.
Maybe not. Try on the outside. It needs to happen. He needs to
He's
challenge
gotta
him
hit
in some way or
switchback.
form.
No, Ben's brilliantly kept that.
Still a few more corners to left. It's not over yet.
Jan's
Trust me.
fuel lights on. Forrester's lights on. Verstappen. We're on board now, guys, with a provisional race winner. We'll never know until the actual guys cross the line.
Keep an eye on this. Oh,
He's
it's still
Verstappen.
extremely close. Hassling each other. As Jans goes down the inside for this corner here. Is he? Oh no! Oh!
Verstappen wins provisionally. Over to
Back to the
Venoms.
line.
Will
Jan has
Venoms
a penalty,
be able to
obviously.
get him?
But yeah, still.
Guys, Venoms doesn't get it.
No.
Verstappen
no.
wins.
Great
We
battle
need to go
from
back onto
these
these
guys.
guys. Look at the. Oh, brilliant battling by them.
Very close.
We've got Ben.
Very,
Oh,
very
and
close.
Ben's AI just says, fuck you, Jan, you're Dutch. Yeah. As we have our final race
Ah,
there,
great
Forrester,
stuff.
who just... Great race, great ending. Really tense. Imagine if
Was
Vemons...
he had that penalty though.
If Vemons... If Scott got a fourth penalty and Venoms was 12.1 seconds off or something. Oh,
Well, Verstappen outran him, and he had to outrun
He
him.
did.
And he did it.
Forrester
Oh,
comes
well
across the
done.
line, guys. So there we are then. No, he got 9
2
seconds,
seconds in
so there you go.
Yeah.
So Verstappen did win, guys. First position for Verstappen, second win of the season with Vemons is second position of the season. Ben with third, Jan fourth. Fantastic battle between those two at the end. And Forrester rounds out the final finisher with Tower, Hemp and Shag failing to score.
Jesus
Unbelievable.
Christ.
Cheers.
Now that was good. That was good.
I was
was
stressed.
That was
I
brilliant.
knew how much I had to get ahead of Venoms.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't make sure I
Catch me in your
counted my
fast car
penalties.
like that.
Oh, stop bitching. Don't be so quick at the game.
Finished on 0.04 fuel.
That there, guys, I will say, though, was intense for a different reason. Obviously, last week we had side-by-side battling, but what just might as well push on. We have, of course, Shaggy in the box with us, of course, after an explosion. But here we are then. We are here with the final 3 in Germany. Top 3, congratulations Verstappen, second win of the year. We've got a question we're going to ask you about Hungary in a minute, but first of all, Germany, mate, tell us your opinion on the race. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it was alright. That's about it. You know, I
Is that
don't talk much
Kimi
on these,
Räikkönen?
so...
Nah, but no, really good
Yeah,
drive.
it was
penalties
nice. It
wise,
was nice to get a second win.
incredible performance, mate. I will simply say, fair play.
Yeah.
Aye, man.
So
Well done.
I will actually ask you about Hungary. You would have had you would have 2 wins tonight. Moment
Yes,
of
I
madness,
know.
Scott. What happened?
Basically, it popped up on screen saying I had to use the option tyre.
Yeah.
So I went
Yeah, you do.
super soft, medium, medium. I should have gone
Oh.
super soft, medium, soft.
Yeah.
So,
So that-
and
that's
then
still there.
I got a drive-through, and then I got a drive-through penalty because I went across the line at 52 miles an hour.
We saw the drive-through, and
Yeah.
just really good performance all around, I have to say. But fair play, mate. Second win, and we also do have second position, as is Pure Venoms. Great. Well, to be honest, mate, you've had a pretty good week. In fairness, not the best, obviously not the best Hungary, but good performance there tonight. How do you reckon the race went for you, mate?
It was alright. Got second because of strategy when I started on the softs, but I couldn't catch Verstappen because he just gained 7/10 every sector because the straight line he gets out them corners, his McLaren can't catch it. So,
We did say about the kind of power track, didn't we, in terms of that? But obviously next
Yeah.
week, Belgium and Monza, and we do have a third
Belgium.
person here
yeah,
who finally
Two
has
power
had a
tracks.
really good race. Finally,
fist me.
Ben in third. Really good race. Bit of a question. What happened in the final stint?
I only last fucking 3 laps
Ah,
of this
so-
fucking race.
That was the reason why I went off track then. Thanks.
What's that? What happened in final stint?
Yeah. Just died off.
No idea, mate. I was toying with fucking Jan. I heard he had a penalty, so I thought I'd just fucking sit back and have a nice
Oh, right.
chillax race with that Jan.
Was that why you were
Because
short shifting?
Yeah, you were sure. You had the
You were
ability
short
mate, to win the
shifted
race.
some rotten, man.
You got the pace to keep up with
Yeah.
Scott. So we were thinking, but I guess sometimes you just got to have that battle, haven't you?
Yeah,
Is the way.
I thought Scott had it, to be honest. And Venoms, well, at one point I thought I'd catch Venoms, but then, yeah, Jan were too fucking close. We were having fun, me and Jan, and then last couple of laps. Enjoyed it.
It was. I tell you what, it was a hell of a race, wasn't it? In terms of that, I thought it was really good. It was a different one, like I said, compared to the ones that we have had. And we've got one incident, of course, from the start here, guys. I'm not sure if you guys have any other little things going on. I will also say as well, Ben, thank you for updating the tables up until Austria, mate, as well. We'll have a chat about that later, because I haven't got a fucking clue what to do. But other than that, though, I will safely say, guys, as I said, you'll be back seeing Mustafa Shag. He will be streaming with Senna, obviously on Tuesday for the oh fuck, it's Baku on Tuesday. Fuck, can someone come break my legs so I can't race? Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, I do. No, I break my leg. I'll be in hospital then, won't I? Anyway, fucking standard. But
I would
no,
take my Xbox to hospital, no bother.
I will simply say, guys, thank you once again for this tonight. Thank you for staying with us. Next week we're going to be, as I said, at Belgium and Monza. This has been Positively Glad, Senna, and of course Shag for this race. Take it easy, much love, all the best, and we'll speak to you very, very soon. Goodbye for now.